Is this first thing that you wrote here might be something I've heard about?
No, this is a personal story. Not of like
okay.
me on a dating app, but
Well, obviously,
it'll tie
I would
in.
have real concerns if you had if you had a dating app.
I'm like Chris Grinder, fucking wild.
I know.
I matched with you, bro.
I super liked you. Is that a thing on Grindr?
It's on Tinder, I think.
That's Tinder.
Yeah.
I don't know Grindr well enough for the joke.
Yeah, you haven't used it enough. I feel like
I gotta re-up my
I feel like
premium subscription.
If I was on Grindr just swiping and I saw like you or Alex, I just be like, all right, time to uninstall. Like, I gotta delete this.
Like, oh, like that.
Feet pitch? Question mark.
Jordan? Oh no, Jordan's my twin brother. I'm Horden.
Emphasis on the whore, winky face.
Oh man, it's been a long day. Hello and welcome to the 152nd installment of the Synapse Misfire podcast.
That's a lot of installments.
It is. Some would say too many. I'm your host, Chris, joined by our other host, Jordan.
That's me, and I agree.
Jordan,
and I approve this message.
Jordan, you're looking like you're ready to go to the beach, like on vacation or something.
Dude, I'm trying to like embody the lifestyle that I'm dreaming of, brother.
Well, it's 4th of July weekend, so you're just getting in spirit.
Yeah, the only thing I need now is a 40 ounce, and then I'm really living it up. American dream.
And some fireworks.
There you go. Yeah,
the last day on the planet with all 10 fingers.
In combination, yeah, fireworks and 40s. But before we get into that, because we do have some plans for that. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Spotify, Pocket Cast, and the RSS feed, all linked below. You can also contact us via email, synapsemisfire@pm.me. Send us your comments, questions, concerns, and death threats, as well as, and most importantly, Little Kitty Big City demos.
Of course.
Little
Kitty Big City. It's great that you bring it up.
It's good that it's not Little Kitty Big Shitty, because it's really good, actually.
Yes. So we did a little, by the time this is up, video will be out.
This will be Wednesday the, 4th or something?
I'm putting the video out on today. So, yeah, it's pretty good. We made a little video.
Yeah, made a little skit.
Played
little
the
video.
Demo.
Yeah.
Yeah, just check it out.
Definitely check it out. Yeah, it was actually genuinely fun. Jokes aside, it was a pretty fun game. So I can't wait for the final.
It's pretty good. I cut out a lot of Jordan gentle parenting me on how to use a controller.
Dude, it was actually funny because Chris is not a console gamer. The last thing he plays is like PlayStation exclusives, like God of War. But everything else is keyboard and mouse. So it was like teaching a monkey. So that's the bumper. You hit this when it says RB.
Yeah. So the thing with controllers for me is there's a handful of video games I'll use a controller for, and none of them require any sort of precision at all.
Yeah.
So I use a controller for, fucking SnowRunner.
Of course, very slow, very
Forza.
Yeah. Right. Anything that drives, really. Driving on keyboard and mouse, big thumbs down.
No, it's pretty dick ass.
Yeah.
Even I think Stray, I played on keyboard and mouse.
Ooh, that was probably because of the way that cat slinks around. Like realistically, I feel like that would suck.
The God of War PC port I played on keyboard and mouse, which
how was that?
I don't know if I recommend it. I was fine with it because I have dexterous fingers.
Dude's a bit of a fingerer.
I can do kind of like I'm more apt to being to using odd keyboard combinations.
Right.
But like it was meant to be playing on a PlayStation controller, so maybe play it on a PlayStation controller.
Yeah, I've always said, and I remember saying this, I think we talked about this in high school once, and not like debated it. It wasn't nearly like the Galaxy Fold debate, but it was just like a discussion about keyboard and mouse. And I've always said that, like, to me, if I'm just trying to relax, like just sit back, relax, I need to just be like kicked back with a controller. If I'm on keyboard and mouse, it's because like I have a goal here. I gotta accomplish something. So for me, like that's the beauty of like the controllers. You just like you slouch back. You're not really that focused. You're just like, yeah, I'm just hitting some buttons. They're all in close proximity. They're all laid out in an ergonomic way. Versus keyboard is like, all right, I'm playing a fucking sim game where I need to literally hit a button to make my character fart or they die, and you need all these buttons laid out. Like it's just shit like
Dies of no fart.
Dude, game one, it's the Dark Souls. You've died. No fart.
Yeah, I just think it's like playing a grand piano or like a harp versus playing
A harmonica.
like a guitar.
Yeah.
They both require skill. It's just different types of skills.
Yeah. And they also both serve different purposes, right? Like a controller, you can only get so far at a standard controller with competitive like FPS shit, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, pair a racing game like Forza and it sucks on keyboard, right? So they all have their advantages, but in general, kicking back with a controller, that's my go-to. I like that. It's nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah, so we played it. It was fun. We recommend it.
Yeah, and it plays well with a controller. Kitty recommends a controller.
He does.
He does. He says right to me, he goes, "Hey, asshole, controller."
We found some fucking nice hats to put on this cat.
Dude, some nice-ass hats.
We got the, you know what was kind of big shitty, though, about that?
What?
Is our OBS settings.
Yeah.
That was like the one thing I didn't think about was
Same.
like, oh, the default bitrate, because it's usually used for streaming, the default bitrate on OBS is dog ass.
Yeah, this is the one time, by the way, that Chris and I were like, dude, we fucking pulled that off.
We fucking nailed it,
We
dude.
watched back the recording. I just looked at Chris, looked at the screen, and went, fuck.
God damn it.
Fuck. Like,
Yeah.
At least it's not like it was like Forza, where as soon as you're driving, it was smeared like
It's
a
just-
oil painting.
Yeah, it just looks like fucking Minecraft.
Yeah.
The second you fucking do anything.
I don't know. It has good moments and bad moments. I think you did a decent job of like a lot of the shitty moments were kind of seemingly cut out. It was more so like pretty clear. There was only a few moments in that final video where it's like, fuck. But I mean, I think most of the integrity is there. But yeah, note to self, fucking. Hey, at least this time we hit record.
That is true.
Remember when we played an hour and a half of Life is Strange and didn't hit record? Oh shit, that sucked.
And that's Audacity's doing okay. All right, my $1,000 gaming laptop had the buffer for a little while.
Why didn't you update the game ready drivers like I told you?
Oh fuck!
why.
I needed the new drivers to run Audacity.
Yeah. What were you gonna say though? Before the computer went.
That's one of those times where I feel like we haven't even had another time like this where we didn't even try to salvage the project.
I think it didn't even get saved. Like the audio got deleted.
We immediately were like, "Fuck this!" we just stopped.
I remember we were like, "Dude, we're gonna play through this game series. Gonna be sick. Record the first episode." I'm like, "Chris, that actually went pretty good." It wasn't recorded. We just looked at each other. Well, that's done.
Yeah, I was like, I could try to do something, and then I thought about it, and I was like, am I really gonna do all that work?
Chris was like, what if we just take like a no commentary video? We just overlay it. Like just go chapter by chapter, like get the footage. Like, yeah, sure. A couple days went by, we saw each other, and we're just like, you should just delete that.
Yeah.
The second closest to that is Visage, where we didn't even save the audio. We just hit stop and delete.
Yeah, we it seems like all of our gaming ventures we have just been shit canned, thrown away.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Little Kitty Bit Shitty is the first one.
You call it Big Shitty?
Yeah, dude, Bit Shitty.
It's
The cat's got a lisp.
It's not shitty at all. It's
it's Little Kitty Big Gritty, brother.
That's a request. I'm gonna email
Gritty.
Email the dev.
Matt
Make sure the cat can do the gritty.
Yeah, you meet the Maine Coon. He goes, "Yo, bro, check this out."
Yo, check this out. He gives you an emote. The cat hits the gritty.
No, genuinely though, super fucking fun. I can't wait for the fun.
I am overjoyed by the addition of the hats.
The hats are fantastic, and there's so many. There's so many hats. We only got like 3. There's so fucking many.
There's like
a full
100, dude.
Yeah, at least.
There's so many, and it's it's awesome.
Yeah, it's sick. I hope all of them are as entertaining as the hats we got.
Yeah.
All the 3 we got were bangers.
Frog hat,
Apple hat,
bunny hat.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple of more because we got ladybug hat too.
Oh, we did get ladybug hat. Yeah, and then
I think there was like a leaf or something.
No, I thought the frog one was a leaf because it was green, but then it ended up being frog.
Oh,
I had said, "Oh, leaf hat," and then you grabbed it.
Maybe that's why
frog.
I remembered that.
Yeah. Fuck you, laptop.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah, that video should be cool though. Go check it out. Did a little skidding in the beginning, a little bit of skits.
We did. Yeah, we had a little. We got a little creative. We did a little.
You know us. We can't do anything without.
We got a little creative. We're kind of fucking innovators.
It actually came out pretty good. So.
Yeah, actually, we. I like that we have great creative energy for like 30 to 45 seconds at a time.
Yes. It's like the best 40 seconds of content we've ever made.
There was like perfect cuts on motion.
Perfect
we had
timing.
Sound effects. We added like Foley work. It was like
we did do Foley work.
We spent like an hour and a half making this.
We did do Foley work because the weak ass phone vibration. I had to fucking. All right, Chris, I'm gonna call the phone. You get a nice pan so we can just get a nice.
Yeah.
It was sick. Yeah, this was this is the first piece of thing that we're putting out that at least the first minute I can go. I'm actually proud of that. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I showed it to Booms. I don't know if I told you this. I showed it to Booms. He loved it.
Really?
Like, he was like, that was hysterical. I was like, all right, cool. That's all I needed. That Boom's seal of improvement.
That's great. If you haven't seen it,
check it out.
Watch it. Moving on. Jordan.
Yeah.
I am utterly unprepared. What's been going on with you?
So I got a funny story about this morning, Chris, right?
Okay.
So it's Friday. It's gym day. I go with our old boss, right? And some shit happened at the gym. No, I'm just kidding. But when we went to the gym.
If you told me that, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't.
Knowing your track record.
Yeah, no, I shit places. I throw out places. I just can't hold it in, dude. I gotta get fucking quartz. Like when SpongeBob has suds and you just quartz up.
Spewing from all
orifices, dude. Fucking quartz from my eyeballs. Like, yeah, it's gonna be plugged.
Yeah, I don't know if people around me have like terribly weak digestive systems or if I just have an ironclad one. Because I don't throw up. I don't get diarrhea. I just live and let live.
It's that first hour, dude. The 4 to 5 a.m. Like my stomach's like, ugh! But like we'll hang out and I'll fucking drink at 2 a.m. with you guys and I'm like chilling. I'm not like there's your tier, which is like what the fuck, like Matt's Prestige, fucking 3,000 hours, like ready to go,
global elite.
Then there's like engineer guy, like right there with you, and then like me and Alex kind of just like a little bit below that, and then there's Bud Light boy who's just like fucking F tier. It's like he looks at a Bud Light, and he starts frothing, like throwing up.
Yeah.
So there's definitely tiers to it, but overall I'm okay. It's just in the morning, dude. Can't do it. If I drink a protein shake, go to bed, I wake up, I feel like I just got punched by Mike Tyson in the stomach. Like it's just bad. So I don't know what it is. Something about the morning. But anyway, we go. Chest day. We do what we do, right? And we're having a good time. It was actually like one of the better times that we've gone. We're shooting the shit. We're just having a good time. It wasn't super hot. It was perfect, dude. Perfect gym experience, right?
Nice.
We're like, dude, it's Friday, long weekend ahead, 4th of July. Like, this is going to be sick. Talking about our plans and talking about work and stuff. We go to leave, and he just goes, "Hey, Jordan, you seen my keys?" And I'm like,
"Oh, boy."
I'm like, "No, I didn't see your keys." So, no panic yet. Let's just backtrack, right? We do a little backtracking, and they're nowhere to be found. Now, I can tell, you know our old boss, right? Very, very calm gentleman, no matter what. Like, dude could be getting, like,
I don't think
beat to
I've
death.
ever seen him angry.
He could get beat to death, and he'd be like, "I'm sorry." He'd apologize to the murderer.
Yeah, he would be like, "Well, although I am negatively impacted by your actions,
I understand.
I can see why you would do this sort of thing, and it was a sufficient beating. It was very efficient. I'm glad that you were able to exert this frustration well."
I didn't need my nose to be in a straight line. Actually, I think it looks nice at a 90-degree angle.
I think, I was thinking about doing that anyway.
You saved me money on plastic surgery.
He's just agreeable,
But, you know how he is. And I'm starting to notice, like, not so much anger, but, like, anxiety building up in him a little bit. Like, fuck, where are my keys? And then, then to add to this anxiety, I remember, I'm like, I remember distinctly that whenever we do weightlifting, he takes his wedding ring off and puts them on his keys because you don't want to get like a dumbbell
That's
caught.
Even worse.
Yeah, you don't want to get like a dumbbell caught and fucking snap your finger. So he does that. I'm like, I asked him, like, "Hey, you put your wedding ring on the keys, don't you?" And he puts his hand up and there's no ring. He goes, "Yep." I'm like, "Ooh, fuck." So then we're searching. We split up. We start checking all the areas. I'm like, "Dude, I don't know." He like tips his bag over. Everything falls out. Nothing. I go to the front desk, and then the front desk lady does the thing that I hate the absolute most, which is say the most obvious thing ever. Hey, do you have a key? Have you seen any keys? Anyone turn them in? Have you backtracked yet? What the fuck do you think?
Listen,
I'm glad you thought of that.
Jordan,
I didn't think of that.
Jordan. No, actually, you probably have this level of experience because, of your profession. But when I worked IT, the first question I asked everyone was, have you restarted your computer? Okay? Have you restarted it? And that may sound very obvious to you and to the, 65% of the population.
But that pesky 35.
That 35% who's just got fucking scrambled eggs for brains. They got British mushy peas for brains.
Smoothed out mashed potatoes, if anything, yeah.
Yeah, not even whipped mashed potatoes. Just like fucking lumpy.
Oh.
Just lumpy. Or
Yet somehow no wrinkles.
Or overmixed, where they turn into glue.
Yeah.
Like that.
You could use that shit as mortar.
You could lay bricks with this. You gotta suggest the obvious first.
Yeah.
Because you know that there's fucking people out there who don't know shit about fuck.
Yeah. I get it, but I'm like looking at this lady, I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Like, yes, we backtracked. Like, of course we did. So that's the first thing we did. So anyway, I'm like, no, okay, let me know if anyone hands it in. We start asking all these people, like, hey, you fucking Buff Bob Muscle Pants over there. You fucking...
Yo, Big McLarge Huge. You seen a set of Honda
Accord
boy. Keys?
Yeah, you see a Honda Accord keys with a wedding ring on it. Like, nope. And then we're getting to the point where he has to get home. He has to get the kids ready for the day. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to bring him home, which is totally fine. I don't care about that. I'd fucking bring him home if he wanted me to anyway. But I'm like, man, he's not... I doubt he has a spare set of keys. He's missing all his house keys with it. His wedding ring is with it. Like, his wife is going to be pissed. I'm feeling real bad now. I'm, feeling for him. I'm like, man, I feel bad. We were having a great time, and now it's ruined. And we're just talking, and suddenly, it's like a second coming of God. I had an epiphany.
You had a fucking Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
That's how I could best describe it. We're mid talking. I'm just kind of like, and then suddenly I just go, oh my God. Muscle man just fucking whip my arm back and grab the side of my bag. Like I literally had spider sense, and I grab his keys. They're in my bag, Chris. I fucking spider sense they were there. He put them in my bag by accident, thinking it was his because we have very similar bags. His is just branded differently. Same exact design though. I literally snapped my hand back to the little fucking mesh pocket, and I'm like, yep, that's his keys. I yank them out. I'm like, here they are. And he just looks at me. He goes, fuck.
Damn, man. That's such a hero moment.
Dude. Dude.
Oh, man.
Honestly.
That's fucking great.
You've seen the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. You know when they put the beer bottle on his head when he's asleep on the train and the water droplet just touches his forehead and he freaks out?
Yeah.
That was my reaction. I jumped and stuck to the ceiling like, oh my God, I found the keys.
Yeah.
Dude, found the keys. I'm like, I'm a bit of a fucking knight in shining armor, you know? Like, I don't know, what can I say? Where's my princess? Fuck. So, yeah, he got his keys. He got home. I'm assuming he probably didn't tell his wife. Probably saved himself the pain.
Of course.
I would imagine. But, yeah, so, a little bit of a rocky start there. We had a good start, then a rocky start. And other than that, it was just another day, another dollar. I'm just looking forward to the 4th of July coming up.
Another day, another dollar.
Well, another day, another nickel.
Sweet. Another nickel. Dude, remember how SpongeBob thought that shit was so funny he could not laugh anymore?
Dude, bro busted his laugh bots.
Busted that shit.
Dude, I busted my bots, brother. Bro got a busted bots. What are you gonna do? SpongeBob busted bots, dude.
Who up busting they box?
I love the 80-year-old people who are listening to this. They're going, what's a SpongeBob? Okay,
what's a SpongeBob?
And what's he busting his bots
he's
for?
He's the fucking old man Jenkins. I saw you on TV last night.
See you later, brain plates.
What a nice cereal box.
Oh man, I can tell Booms is listening to this right now, and he's gonna drive himself off a bridge. He's like, I'm fucking over this, dude.
Fuming.
So fucking over this.
I'm gonna get an earful.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
Especially because Alex isn't around.
Yes, Alex. Fucking dude was on vacation.
This guy gets to go on vacation.
Fucking fancy McFancy pants, dude.
God, what a loser.
Stole into Florida, brother. That's where he's going, right? Florida.
Yeah.
Hope he gets eaten by an alligator. Dude, actually, I hope he doesn't. That'd be really fucked if he did. Bro just gets eaten by an alligator. I'm like, fuck.
Or because eaten by an alligator. Actually, no, I don't wish that. That would be really bad. Actually,
Him getting mauled by an alligator and bleeding to death. Yeah, that would not be good. I'd imagine that'd be painful.
Listen. Every time I think of Florida, I think of that fucking video of the guy in this like normal suburban neighborhood, and he goes, "Hey, there's an alligator in my sewer." And he puts his camera down into the storm drain, and there's a big fucking gator there. You just see his eyes, and he starts hissing at the guy.
What the fuck?
Get the fuck out of here! Hey, speaking of which, have you seen the guy? Maybe this just speaks to the kind of things I consume. The kind of content I consume. Have you seen the guy who walks around the Florida Everglades at night while barefoot on TikTok?
He's not the one with the really, like, the GoPro strapped to his head facing him, all fucked up? No, yeah, I haven't seen him.
So there's this guy, he just, like, I think he does, like, work for, like, wildlife preservation or something. Mm-hmm. And he just walks around the Florida Everglades, no shoes on, at night, and he like fucks with alligators and stuff. He like
maybe I have.
He calls them swamp puppies. He goes, "Check out this swamp puppy I found," and he was like juking out this like 12-foot long gator.
Yeah, I think I saw one of his videos on Reddit, not on TikTok.
It'd be fucking crazy.
Dude, what in their brain goes wrong that's like I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with this fucking gator.
He's doing that like I would order McDonald's, like nice and calm. Like, yeah, I'll take it. Like I'm more anxious ordering McDonald's than he is doing that.
Like I think
how?
I think that there's gonna be this guy's gonna stop uploading, and there's gonna be a news story about how he got eaten by alligators and pythons in the fucking Everglades, dude. That's craziness.
Dude, you know the end of Tobey's Spider-Man 3 where he's getting his ass kicked by Sandman, Venom, and the other bitch or whatever? That's literally going to be him. He's going to have a python wrapped around his neck with a gator just kicking the shit out of him.
Not even biting him, just beating the shit out of him.
Just fucking smacking him.
The worst thing he does is he has these shots of like, he'll just go, "Oh, the bugs are bad tonight," and he'll like shine a light down on his body, and there's like thousands of bugs. There's thousands. Dude, it made what we endured in Monterey look like fucking child's play.
Yeah, Monterey, it looked like there was no bugs.
It looked like bugs had gone extinct in comparison.
Fuck. And, dude, Monterey was probably the worst bug experience I've ever had.
Which is crazy because, like, I go into the woods, like, regularly.
Yeah.
And I've never had this issue before.
Yeah.
You put a little bug spray on, you get a little DEET going.
You occasionally get, like, maybe a bug.
Yeah, there was,
a
like...
bug or two.
I got, like, one bug that fucking... But I got, like, no mosquito bites at all last year.
Yeah.
I was just bug spraying it up.
Yeah.
So, you know... I don't know what
bugs in Monterey are just built different.
They're built different.
They have fucking gas masks on.
Yeah, they got hazmat suits on.
You see a little yellow thing. You're like, is that a bee? What the fuck is that?
It's a little hazmat suit.
Fucking mosquito with a hazmat suit. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Yeah, that was brutal. That's crazy though. Like, why would you? He's gonna get Lyme disease. He's not even gonna get eaten by a gator. There's gonna be some dumb shit like that.
He's gonna get a rare, like just a new disease.
Yeah.
One that we've never seen before.
And he's just gonna die.
He's gonna be the start of fucking COVID-23, dude.
Jesus Christ.
He's gonna,
I haven't heard about COVID in like 100 years, I feel like. Is it just gone? Just doesn't exist anymore?
I haven't heard about it since I had it.
Oh yeah, you did have it, that's right. Which is wild, because it was like fucking 3 years later.
It annoys the shit out of me that I went 3 years without having it.
Dude, you almost squeaked out of there, dude.
I almost did a little squeak. But I am glad I did have it after like I got vaccinated, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
It was like a mini flu, if that.
Yeah, it was like there was like one day where I was pretty bad, and then that was it.
Yeah, the first time I had it, I think was just headache issues, and then like the second time, there was like one day where I was like, ugh, and then the rest was fine.
Yeah, there was. Well, when you had it the first time, you and I had done the podcast, and you were like, "Oh man, I just got like a headache. I just feel tired."
And then like the next day or that night,
you were like, "Hey, I got COVID.
I got vitted."
Which is genuinely so surprising that I didn't get it then.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Considering how we begin every episode off the air. Kissing. Fucking.
But wait, we wore masks.
To bring it back to Spider-Man, it was like the upside down kiss, but the mask was on instead of pulled down. Fucking Christ, man. Speaking of Spooderman, I beat Miles Morales again. Like, I kicked his ass.
Dude, listen.
What's up?
You're gonna do that to him? So you beat Spider-Man Miles Morales again?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, cool.
It was pretty good. I'm just more and more hyped for Spider-Man 2.
I still have not purchased that video game.
Do I have it on disc? No, I don't. I would totally loan it to you. It's good. It improves on the first one a lot, and it also introduces like new powers that Miles has that Peter doesn't. And it's pretty good. I'm excited to see how they handle it in Spider-Man 2. Which there was a leak the other day. Not a leak, but someone did some deducing.
Spider-Man has a gun.
Dude, intro scene. Fucking Vulture smacking him around. He just goes, I'm fucking sick of this. He pulls out an M16 and shoots Vulture in the forehead.
Fucking Spider-Man, he remembers he's a New Yorker, and he just pulls out an unregistered firearm and kills him.
He pulls out a fucking blunderbuss. A boom!
A blunderbuss? It's actually a pirate game.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man. There you go.
Arrgh, and he fucking just hits him with a blunderbuss. Been playing a little bit of Sea of Thieves.
Have you actually?
Yeah, I played it a few times. In the
Game Pass, you have it?
Past couple of weeks, yeah. Sometimes, like, me and Alex and some of the other boys will jump on, and then we'll just talk like pirates.
That's funny.
So
a little bit of role-playing.
Yeah, we would have our ship, and there's something about saying modern slang in a pirate accent that's really funny.
Okay.
Like where someone will die or like something bad will happen, and I'll go, "Arg, elbozo."
That is pretty fun. Dude, that's actually fucking hysterical. I want a whole game like that. That'd be funny.
It's all Gen Z pirates.
Yeah.
Dude, Booms would shit his pants. He wouldn't know what was being said.
Arr, they be woke.
Like, dude, I love working with. It's crazy to see. It's so fascinating to see these like generational gaps, because these guys aren't that much older than us.
Yeah, I love working with the elderly.
But like, there's such a gap in like culture that's like between 22 and 38 or 39 or whatever.
And then there's also one big crossover, which is like they're just a tier below on the like technology comprehension podium. Like he manages very well for an old guy on a computer. He impresses me on a day-to-day. That he even turns the fucking thing on.
Anyone can be good at computers, irrespective of age. You just have to learn.
Yeah, and like
it's like the boomer approach to computers is like me being pissed off that I don't know how to speak Spanish after not trying to learn Spanish.
Yeah, essentially.
Like I don't know Spanish. Well, have you tried to learn? No.
Yeah. Like,
hey, tell me how to say this in Spanish. Are you gonna remember? No, I'm gonna have to ask you again.
Yeah.
That's the boomer approach to technology. I have no issues with old people having trouble learning technology or using technology as long as they're able to learn.
Yeah.
And some people just flat out fucking refuse to do that.
Yeah. It's just being complacent.
Yeah. Like, listen, I understand. Okay, it's complicated. You were using fucking pens and papers. This is like pens and papers, except you push buttons. You ever used a typewriter, jackass? That's how this works. It's the same layout and everything.
Yeah. Get that fucking QWERTY.
Yeah. That's why the QWERTY layout was made, was because, the typewriter wouldn't get jammed.
Oh, I didn't know that's why it was made. Interesting, because the letters wouldn't overlap or whatever.
Yeah, so they wouldn't there were letters that were used in conjunction next to each other quite a bit, and it was made in such a way that they would kind of like come in from opposite sides or something like that, so that the arms wouldn't get
other.
jammed.
That made sense. If you're holding R and you hit L or whatever, they
And there was a layout there was an issue with like other layouts with
Interesting.
And then there's like, some more computery layouts like Dvorak, which if you use Dvorak, just go back into your cave. Dvorak is such a Linux user thing to do.
Yeah. I've heard of it. I've never even seen a keyboard.
Oh, so you know how to use any keyboard you step in front of?
Yeah, without any learning curve, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that, except you don't know how to use the keyboard. And a lot of times, if they don't have the option, guys will just change the layout to Dvorak in software and have a QWERTY keyboard.
So now it makes even less sense. Yeah.
So it makes even less sense. So if you use any of the following, I am an official hater. Dvorak keyboard layouts, window managers, specifically tiling window managers, terminal-based anything.
Ooh, that's a change up from a year ago.
So when I say terminal-based anything, I mean shit like video players.
Oh, okay.
And picture, viewing and whatnot.
What the fuck?
If you're not using a fucking file explorer in a GUI,
you're a dumb bitch.
Just fucking dispatch your own spinal cord.
Fatality yourself.
Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Thinkpads. Old Thinkpads though. Ooh. Like a T60 or something. It's not good. It's 2023. It's time to upgrade. Okay. It's time to. You don't even have to get like a new computer, but like stop using the fucking thing from 2005, please. You're not interesting. I don't know how to say it. I use the T440 because that's from like 10 years ago, and even that's starting to really show its fucking age now. And I like that, but I'm not using the fucking thing from 2005. Thing can't support more than 3 gigs of RAM, okay? If you're not using this, if you're using this...
My phone has more.
Please upgrade. Please, I'll buy you a computer. I will buy you a laptop.
Contact Chris at Synapse Misfire at PM.me. He will buy you a laptop.
I will PayPal you $60 and you'll get a better laptop than that.
Get a fucking Chromebook.
You could get a Chromebook. You could get a Chromebook at the bargain bin at Walmart, and it will be better than this fucking piece of shit from 2006. And I think I'm gonna piss people off by saying that. I think I'm gonna put this clip in my next video.
There you go. Yeah.
In my upcoming video, I'm gonna put this clip completely devoid of context.
Yeah. Just to stoke the flames a little bit.
And I'm not anti-ThinkPad. Okay.
Clearly.
I'm not anti-ThinkPad. I'm just anti like IBM era ThinkPads. They're great machines. Use something newer. Use something newer. Or, don't get upset when little Timmy's $200 Acer Chromebook smokes the shit out of your T60 on any benchmark imaginable.
Yeah.
Don't be upset when you can't boot up Chrome, okay? Dickhead.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my rant, sorry.
No,
I'm fired up today. It's been a long day.
Yeah, no, it was a good rant though. It was good, well executed.
I didn't really sleep a whole lot last night.
Oh, that's unusual because I know you've been making sleep like a big priority since you quote unquote graduated.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm not trying. I'll just get into bed and I'll be like, time to stare.
Menacingly.
Time to stare. And it's just because I think it's just because I'm sleeping upstairs right now because it's the summer and I can't put an air conditioner downstairs, so I put one in my old bedroom upstairs. So I put the AC in, and I think because I've just started this like a few days ago, I think my brain is just adjusting to sleeping in an unusual environment.
Yeah, you're on like alert the whole time.
Well, yeah, that's kind of something that I've heard about is that when you're in a new environment or like a somewhat new environment, unfamiliar environment, your brain is more active at night so that you're more alert to threats.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It
like just kind of makes sense.
It's a fucking monkey brain thing.
It just kind of made sense. What's funny, though, is I will sleep better in a random fuck-off place than I will at my own house. But that could even just be because I'm in that, like, weird alert state, kind of.
See, I'll tell you about the worst night of sleep I ever had. Okay.
June 1964.
Before I before I actually went to college.
Many moons ago.
Yes, 30 years ago, when I was
Before they invented college.
before I actually went to college, like right before my freshman year, they have an orientation, and a lot of colleges do it this way, where they have an orientation, and you got to go to the college and stay overnight.
I know.
Okay, and Alex and another friend, were in this group that had to do the orientation. So they got placed in a group together, so they got to bunk together. I got bunked with some random person I didn't know.
And you fucking killed him.
So I asked my I asked like my facilitator or whatever they were. I said like, hey, is it gonna be a problem if I just like go hang out in my friend's room? And like maybe hang out there tonight. And she was like, nah.
Just be here.
Yeah. She was like, I'm not gonna say you can explicitly go there or like stay there and sleep there. But if you're there,
I'm not going to check in on
I'm
you.
not going to say anything. So what ended up happening, because the only options were doubles, so 2 beds, there's no option of sharing these. These are twin beds.
Yeah.
Dorm
Unless
rooms,
you want to be in Alex.
Dorm rooms are, I think, just one shade above solitary confinement. It's like one shade lighter than torture. Anyway, so I was like, oh, where am I gonna sleep? So what I did was I got like a blanket. I brought some blanket or something, or a sleeping bag maybe, and I laid that out underneath one of the beds, and I slept on the floor.
What the fuck?
And I did my share of floor sleeping when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I would have like sleepovers, and then I'd be like, oh man, that's fucked up. I don't want my friend to sleep on the floor.
I'll sleep on the
I'll sleep on the floor too. I hadn't done that in a long time. And just the progression from being like 6 years old and sleeping on the floor and being like, oh, this is different, this is weird, to being, I was 18 and I slept on the floor and I felt like an old man. I just fucking, oh my back.
I was gonna say, you woke up with the Squidward.
I woke up looking like Squidward, dude.
You sat up and went.
That shit was terrible.
And the camera panned you and it went.
Like, listen. And what's worse is I didn't shower that night. So I was just like fermenting in this sweaty clothing I was in. So I changed and I threw deodorant on, and I was like, I know I'm just fucking ripe right now. The shower I'm gonna take when I get home is brutal.
The water's gonna hit you and it's gonna sound like it's hitting stone.
The water is going to be just ink black. Like it's gonna look like a fucking octopus got into my shower and inked all over the place.
Dude, there's nothing worse than I think this happened in Monterey at one point. One of the nights I didn't shower that night. I was like, I'm too fucking tired.
Where you just get stinky.
So the deodorant just stayed behind. I woke up and I just had that I can feel there's still deodorant there, but it smells like shit. And then I applied deodorant over the old deodorant.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's why you can't apply any sort of deodorant or body spray over sweat.
Yeah, it's bad.
You're gonna smell like fucking an actual ass. It'd be like the equivalent. And listen, fellas, you're not gonna notice. Everyone else will.
Yeah.
You're not gonna notice. If you can smell you, everyone can smell you a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you do this, and I know from experience, I'm a larger man. I sweat a lot.
Yeah. Sweating right now.
You're gonna stink, and no one's gonna like you.
Yeah.
Because
all my friends disowned me.
Yeah, because Jordan's stinky. He's a little stinky guy.
Slimy, slinky, stinky.
Slimy, slinky, and stinky. That's what you're gonna call your autobiography.
The saga of the slimy, slinky, stinky boy. That's it. I'm a man now, Grandma. No kisses, bitch. Oh, fuck. I love SpongeBob.
I love SpongeBob, dude.
Fuck. You know, Chris, speaking of slimy, slinky, stinky, slunkish, junkish motherfuckers,
Right.
dating apps.
Okay.
I'm not going to say which family member of mine, but a family member of mine is back on the dating scene.
Oh.
And,
is it going well?
no. Like, I guess yes and no. There's some fellas out there, so this is a female.
Oh, that's worse. I've only seen bad experiences from women on dating apps.
Dude. So she was reading off the messages the other day, just going through these different chats. There was for context, she's less than 30. And one of the guys,
This guy is going to be 68.
that's his exact age.
Holy shit, really?
He's 68.
How'd I know?
And it was you.
Yeah, it was me, actually. I have an alt account.
Dude, this guy goes into a story. First, he begins it, and he's like, "Oh, it's just a normal, lonely, nice old guy." He's like, "Hey, you're beautiful. Like,
It's always how it starts.
I wanna hang out, whatever." Telling her she's beautiful and this and that. And then, he mentions, he's like, "Hey, I saw you had pride clothes on in one of your photos. Are you bi?" She's like, "Yeah." Mm-hmm. All right, cool. He goes, "That's cool. So am I."
This is going to descend.
And, he starts elaborating.
Red flags are being raised real quick.
He starts elaborating. He's like, "Yeah, I'm in the closet, but I like to fuck men. It happens."
Who doesn't?
He's like, "I just got divorced. Sometimes I just, I'm just hanging out with men. Sometimes I'm with women." He goes, I really like the idea of a threesome, male, female, or male, female, either one. And it just sort of devolves into like, "Hey, I want to have a threesome with you." And that was like the nicest guy on the app.
That was the nicest guy. Is 20 minutes into talking, propose a threesome.
And then there was this other guy. Go by his first name. I don't know his last name. His name was Mark. Profile photo. Fucking suave businessman, dude. I saw this photo. I was like, bro.
I'm going to date this guy.
I'm fucking downloading the app right
Yeah.
now and signing in. This guy, I'm like, damn, that's a handsome fella. Bro looks like Christian from 50 Shades of Grey. Like, just fucking
okay.
perfectly groomed, nice looking guy.
Right.
I'm like, good for him. Swiping through his photos. She's showing me him. She's like, yeah, see, he had business casual. Then he has some casual photos. His last photo, Chris, it's him dressed up as a baby. He's into the whole baby thing.
Now listen, I'm not one who's like,
You don't kink shame?
particularly judgmental about things. Mm-hmm. Because I have no business saying what you do behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. For all I know, Jordan could have only bought these 2 guinea pigs to shove them up his ass. And that's, if that's what you want to do, the guinea pigs are still alive, so clearly he's doing something right. If that's something you want to do whatever you're going to do.
Jerry wasn't always brown.
Right. do whatever you're going to do. But the second it's like, I think publicized without my consent.
Yeah, he forced it down their throat.
Like, if I don't have explicit, if I didn't explicitly put myself into a situation where I'm like, I want to see some adult baby content today, I don't want to ever be in this situation. And there's reasons that there's specific areas for these folks to find each other.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. And, if you got a weird thing going on, or if you're into weird stuff, and, you want to discuss that with your partner, that's fine.
Yeah.
But, don't, unless this is such a integral part of your personality that you got to throw it out there right away. Like, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I got this baby thing. 35, maybe 45% of my day, at the bare minimum, I'm goo-goo gaga-ing, bro. I'm rolling around with shit in my pants.
Yeah. Sucking my thumb.
An incident that I heard about, this actually really fucking blew up on Twitter. There was this woman who she, I guess some dude found her profile. I don't remember which app it was. Found her profile, and they didn't match. but he went back through, found her name, and then found her on Facebook and started messaging her on Facebook and sent her, like, I'm not kidding, like 15 minutes of voice messages.
Jesus.
And this dude was the most neck-bearded, fedora-wearing motherfucker on the planet.
Jesus
He
Christ.
sounded awful. He sounded like the worst.
Ugh.
I couldn't stand this guy, and I was just hearing audio of him. There's people who know this guy in real life.
Yeah.
If you want to, if the thread is on Twitter. I don't fucking remember what the user, what her name is, but apparently this guy, because of how well this or how successful this Twitter thread was, someone else reached out to this girl and said, like, hey, this dude did the same thing to me.
Shit.
So he's got a history of doing this, and mind you, this is his Facebook account. His government name is on there. He's doing all this.
Bro's birth name is on there.
He's doing this with his government name, his state-issued name.
Fuck.
This is the name that's on his license.
It's fucking birth certificate, brother.
Dude, like, I don't know, man. I just think if you get... I'm no expert here. But if you get to the point where you didn't match on the dating app and you find, this person on social media and you decide to message them, you need to understand it's over. It was over when you didn't match on the app.
There's a reason that's called matching.
Like there's a it's over.
Yeah.
The chances of this working are almost zero.
Yeah.
So go find someone else. Go find someone who matches with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm no bastion of advice on this topic, but common sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So on the topic of like matching, right? So here's another scenario. One of the other guys. There's a lot of these fucking guys, by the way. But
also, dudes, stop being weird on the internet. Every time I see people like this, it's always dudes.
It's always dudes.
It's always dudes.
There's this guy, right? So Chris, just hypothetically, you're on a dating app. We'll flip the roles, right? You're picking up a chick, right? You match with the girl. She matches back. You're like, all right,
I'm like,
cool.
Awooga.
You're like, cool. You are a hunter, right? You hunt.
Okay,
you
all right.
Deer, whatever. Any animal you need, right? It's your profession. It's your passion. It's your hobby.
A professional hunter.
Professional hunter.
Like it's
yes.
fucking
It is your
1746
thing.
again.
It is your thing.
Okay,
right?
all right.
And the girl, you're talking to the girl, and one of the first things she gets out of the way is, just so you know, or rather, let me rephrase it. You tell her, like, hey, I'm a hunter,
I'm a
just
bit of a hunter.
And her response is, oh, well, I happen to be, vegan. I don't really agree with the killing of animals. So
This might not work.
She says, like, I really enjoyed talking to you, but, like, I think we should probably not, because I'll be that nagging bitch that's like, oh, I don't like what my husband does. Right?
Yeah, this might not work.
Right?
Me, a sensible person.
What would your response be?
Says, I'm sorry that this disagreement came up, but it's nice talking to you, and I'm sorry things didn't work out.
Okay, so this is a true story that happened with this person, right?
And I know this guy, I can see where this is going. I'm telegraphing every step of this journey. It's going to be like, kill yourself, and it's like, there's going to be rants about, like, soy or something, and, like, veganism or some shit.
You're not too far off here. She says this very nicely, like she read the messages, just like I kind of proposed.
That's perfectly, like, normal. Like, it's perfectly, like, I know some people who are, like, like vegan or vegetarian, and that's just part of their thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And, she says this, and his response, keep in mind, up to this point, he was like, man, you're so beautiful. I could see our future, blah, 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 blah.
He's going to say a slur
His
immediately.
response was, get woke, fat bitch. And then, to top it off, she shows me his profile photo. You know who the fat bitch is? It's him. He's a neck-bearded fat fuck.
Larry the Cable Guy looking motherfucker, I can imagine.
Like, who are you calling fat, lard ass? Like, what the fuck?
You fat bitch.
Literally.
Dude,
Like,
that's crazy.
Like-
That's insanity.
just fucking wild. So we got baby dude, we got elderly dude. We got both ends of the spectrum
We
here,
got
dude.
baby man,
And then
elderly
we
man.
got fucking Hunter Hunson over there. Like, dude's name was definitely fucking Hunter. Like,
Dude.
yeah.
Yeah. That's...
So,
I don't understand.
in summary, I'm glad I've never had to use a dating app. Fucking insane.
I don't understand. You know, I don't know how exclusive to women this issue is, but like I imagine it's very much a man problem. Like, you know, just
It's probably like that on Grindr, to be right. Isn't that like the one for men?
I don't know. That's something you'd have to explain. I called him gay. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. It seems like this is usually a man talking to women problem.
Yeah, and there was a lot of ones I left out that were just, hey, let's fuck.
Is it just not? Is it so hard to just not be weird? Not be a weird little guy.
Yeah.
How
is it that the 70-year-old is like the nicest one on there? You know?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand.
So in summary, dating apps are fucking weird.
I think it's just, you know, weird dudes being weird online. I see it. I am the most online person I know. I'm so fucking chronically online.
I was just saying chronically online. You know?
I don't get into like a lot of the chronically online like opinions that people have. I'm pretty divorced from it because I'm an adult.
Oh yeah.
But like I am on the internet all the time. Okay, so I see a lot of stuff.
The show's on the internet.
I see a lot of, and it's what I see an overwhelming amount of on every platform I browse is weird dudes being weird on the internet.
Yeah, do you think we should start just like
Being weird?
this guy's weird? Let's track his IP and blow him up. I feel like that should just be a thing. Like drone strikes to IP addresses, honestly.
Now, this is illegal, but really funny. If we did like a less than 1 second, like a 1 second maybe video, and we do this series of these where it's just screenshot of messages and then hit a screenshot of the guy's house on Google Maps. Screenshot of messages, address.
That would be funny. That would be kind of funny.
It's like do you ever see those videos of like someone playing like Red Dead and then a character will insult them in Red Dead and it will just hard cut to them chopped up into pieces?
Yeah.
I want it to be like that sort of vibe where it's like screenshot of messages, hold that for a couple of seconds, screenshot of his address.
Yeah.
Illegal.
Of his grandma. Us high-fiving his grandma.
Illegal, but really funny.
Yeah. That would actually be funny as shit.
Really shitty. I wouldn't do it.
But it'd be
But
funny.
as a concept, pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like us hanging out with his grandma, or it's like his wife.
It's us, like Patrick in the one episode where she's like, his grandma's like making us cookies.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And he's just outside the window, like, fucking sad face.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You know, Chris,
What
I
do
think
I
we should
know?
end this episode on a sad topic.
A sad topic.
Sad topic. Cripple sad boys. We're not, but you know, we're gonna be. I debated something with Booms.
You had a little debate? You're a master debater?
Dude, I master debated my boss. Yeah.
You master debated your boss thinking about that one picture of him from 2020.
Dude. Should have seen me this morning. Oh, fuck. That's so heinous. If he ever, like, hates me, we're going to be in for a really bad time. But, anyway. Got a question for you. You're a feline owner. You own a feline.
I do, yes.
I own a feline and some rodents.
Right.
He owns some woofs, some
Dogs.
He's
got some dogs.
He owns some dogs, and we were just talking about them, and I was saying like, hey, Oscar's old as fuck. Bro's like dirt. No, he's actually not that old, but I'm like, yeah, he's pretty old, you know. And we were just talking about like different things with them as they get older. And he was telling me about his dogs and how they're both limping all of a sudden. And he thinks it's one like mocking the other, like kind of falling into step. But essentially we were talking about like, what if something's wrong? Because one of the dogs has had knee replacements before. And we got on the topic of like the dog passing or like Oscar passing and like what we would kind of want. And his perspective was like, okay, if the dog's limping today and like it's something major, I'd rather just wake up tomorrow to it dead on the floor. That's his perspective. Just wake up, it's there on the floor. You walk downstairs and it's just lying there.
You limit all the suffering.
Yeah. But his perspective, like where the debate comes in was, what would you want for yourself as the owner? Because let me express my thought, because maybe that'll put it in context better. I said, with Oscar, I don't want to come home to him dead. I want to be able to put him down so I can say goodbye.
That's fair.
And I said I've always told myself since I was a kid that if there was something wrong with him that was major, that was unfixable, and I knew there was even a fraction of pain caused by it, I'd put him down. And I want to be there for that. I don't want to just wake up one day and he's dead at the foot of my bed. So his opinion on that was the opposite. He doesn't want to euthanize them. He doesn't want to have to be there for them to die. He doesn't want them to die in their arms. He just wants to wake up, go downstairs to make breakfast or coffee, and the dog is just dead on the floor. So I wanted your opinion. If it came to it and something was going to happen, would you prefer just Chunt to pass? Or would you want to be there in his last moments to say, like, goodbye? I would want to be there in Oscar's moments and be like, goodbye, friend.
This is going to get weird. I'm going to get a bit esoteric here.
That's totally fine.
Because my opinion on death is a bit strange.
I love it.
It's a part of life.
Yeah.
These things happen. And I'm not saying it's not something that I'm not saying it's something that doesn't make me sad, because it does,
Yeah.
But in either circumstance, the result is the same.
The pet dies.
Right? But I think you could say either or in like in different contexts. Like in one way it's like, oh man, I did not expect this, or I didn't see this coming, or anything. Mm-hmm. But on the other way, it's like, in both scenarios, say it's, the pet did not suffer. Mm-hmm. Say in both scenarios it's that, right? And with this prolonged event, and you eventually put the animal down, that prolongs your suffering emotionally. And maybe you have more time to process it that way. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of my thought on it. Is like, yeah, my thoughts about like death as a topic are kind of strange. So
yeah,
I don't want to sit here and get philosophical.
For me, the thing about putting him down, like if it was something major, like today something happened, I was told, hey, 6 months, just put him down today, right? Maybe spend like another day with him. For me, is about expediting the healing process, right? So if he's suffering and I'm watching him deteriorate, I'm suffering.
Right.
So I want to get it over with as fast as I can for him, for me, for everyone, right? So that was kind of like my outlook on it. Now, if it's something where, something happens, I think it's fucked up to be like, you know what? You're going to live these last 6 months out because I want you to.
Yeah, no, and I'm thinking about it from my perspective as a human being. If I was like done, right?
Yeah.
I get a prognosis like
you're shitting yourself in bed.
Like it's like, we could keep you comfortable and maybe you'll live another 6 months. But like my life is gonna suck for those next 6 months. Just kill me now.
You're just gonna be sitting there. Yeah.
Like I'm at terms with this.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my thought. It's like if my last 6 months are gonna be like a measurable amount of like miserable pain, throwing up, you can't move,
you're shitting yourself.
You need
rashes, fucking.
Or I could refuse all that and die like in 4 days. Without all that, that's what I would pick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it from my perspective and also applying that to an animal, which is also kind of another strange thing, because they don't think or act in the same way we do.
Well, ultimately, like an animal's the whole thing is self-preservation. So, like, on one hand, you could be like, oh, yeah, maybe it would be better for the animal. But, like, in their head, they're just like, I want to fucking live.
Because my last cat, the way he died was...
Oh, I forgot you had another cat.
He was acting strange one day. He was kind of like sluggish, and I was like, oh, I'm going to take this dude to the vet tomorrow. and he was dead next morning. And that was like, I don't know. It was like kind of a big thing where it's like, oh, this is awful, but you know, it's something that happens, and life goes on. Yeah. And you can mourn and also have that opinion. 100%. I feel like that saying that out loud makes me sound kind of cold.
No, absolutely not. You're a realist.
Everyone kind of grieves in their own way. Yeah. So.
Like I wholeheartedly admitted, like I would want to put Oscar down right away, but at the same time, I will be fucked for a long time when he goes. I've had the motherfucker since I was 9. I will be.
That's a Jordan I don't want to see.
Like dude, I'm telling you now. I warned Booms. The job that I have, I was like, I may need some time because that fuse that's already a little bit short is going to be so much shorter.
That's a Jordan I don't want to see. I will say I hate to see my homies in pain.
Yeah, dude, I genuinely think when that happens, I'm fucking leaving. Like I'm out of here. Like
leaving?
Like I've said to myself,
going where?
In the woods somewhere. Like
you're gonna go fucking Kaczynski?
I think I'm gonna need an entire detachment from reality for a while. Like I have such this weird connection with Oscar as like just literally like a father-son relationship that like when he goes, I'm fucking Airbnb middle of the woods fucking. I'm gonna come up with a massive beard.
I'm gonna have to pull Jordan out of a field as he's dying of alcohol poisoning. I'm gonna have to throw him in the back of my truck and drive him to the hospital.
Oh fuck! I'm like Edgar Allan Poe. I'm in the fucking gutter.
You got like advanced tuberculosis somehow. Like
I'm Chapter 6 Arthur Morgan.
Like I'm gonna look at you and go like, how did this happen? You were gone 3 days. What the fuck happened?
Fuck, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna be. I'm fucking leaving though. Like I've already said it. I'm like, I am out of here.
I love the duality of our podcast.
Yeah,
it's a serious discussion about the nature of death, and then hard cut into like yeah, I'm just gonna go away.
It's funny too because I'm not even joking. Like when this shit happens, I'm fucking out of here. Like I'm going to some sort of Airbnb for like 3-4 days, and I'm not bringing anything, dude. Maybe a Steam Deck, a book, and that's all I need. I just need some
fucking Steam Deck.
I need something, but phone gone. Everything else gone. I just want to exist.
Oh,
just
man.
exist. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go to work. It's gonna be like invincible. I'm gonna go to work. I'm just gonna be sitting there. One of my coworkers is gonna ask me the same question for the 3rd time that day, and I'm going to suplex them through the table and be like, "Yeah."
Jordan's gonna walk into my area and go, "Hey, Jordan, what's up?" And he's just gonna punch a hole right through my chest.
You know when Omni-Man's fucking holding Mark up to the train?
Yeah,
it's gonna be that with you. I'm gonna just smash you through the wall and hold you up to the highway,
dude.
Like cars.
Because every time as Jordan will walk in, and I'll turn around and go, "Jordan!" So I'm always happy to see Jordan.
Thinking of the grandma episode again of SpongeBob. You know when he's sad at the end, the door creaks shut and then it smashes open?
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting down and the door's going to smash open one day and I'm just going to be sitting there, standing. I'm just going to walk in and this dark presence is going to follow. I'll know what happened if you walk in and give me a fucking Kubrick stare. I'm going to go to the gym, right? And our old boss is going to be like, all right, yeah, bench press.
You're going to hit like a 900-pound deadlift.
He's going to be like, all right, yeah, let's do this lift here. I'm going to be bench pressing him and the weight he's moving. Just like not even saying a word. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
You're going to look like Swole Jerry.
Some guy's going to be like, yeah, I'm on this machine. I'm just going to fucking throw him out the window.
yeah, man, I'm just finishing up my... He doesn't even have to finish because he's been vaporized.
He turns to goo. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's going to be rough, but I love the duality of it, though.
Sorry to get existential on you.
No, it was good. We brought it full circle. It was nice. It was nice. We brought it back. So it was just a debate we had. Not even a debate, because like you said, everyone grieves in their own way. It was just a discussion. Discussion amongst men.
Yeah, and that's where like I said, that's where I start to get weird. I think I have a lot of like weird thoughts and opinions on things.
I would eat them. What the fuck?
I think I have a lot of weird thoughts on things
Yeah.
in the abstract. And it's something I could like sit here and fucking yap about for a while.
Yeah.
But like, no one wants to hear that.
Yeah, I haven't experienced a ton of death in my life. Really, just like 2 family members, and they weren't even like direct, super related. So Oscar will probably be the first like thing that's always in my life that would die.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Like, you got to be prepped. You know?
Yeah, and it's a weird feeling because I'm getting to the point where I'm like trying to prep myself because he's not that old. He's 13. He can live to 20,
like,
but
yeah.
But you never know. He's at that age where like things can happen.
Because like my aunt had 2 cats. One of them lived till she was like 17, and the other one lived till she was like 22 or something.
Goddamn.
That cat was as old as I am now.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. And this cat was like fucking emaciated. Yeah. This cat was doing fine, like health-wise, but like definitely was frail. Like how you see a very old person, and you're like, oh, this person's still going.
But like
one fall down the stairs, it's over.
Yeah. Not even down the stairs, a fall off the sidewalk, it's over.
Like I got neighbors who are they're both in their 90s. They're both in their 90s. And they are like the most cognitively aware and like just generally active and healthy 90-year-old people I've ever seen in my entire life. And even then I'm like, okay, this is a person whose mind is all there, who's competent, who can like walk and care for themselves. But like they're just fragile.
One car crash, like a minor fender bender, and they're out.
Like this is what that cat was like.
Yeah.
I think the cat had like some kidney thing too, so she was taking like medicine.
It's what cats have a lot. A lot of kidney shit.
A lot of kidney stuff. You ever have to give your cat medicine?
No. Never had to do anything with Oscar.
When Chunk got his intestines unclogged, we gave him pain medicine. Cause
he's like, oh, my intestines.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because he got back from the vet and he looked like a balloon.
Ooh,
like because he was all swollen.
Yeah.
So we gave him this pain medicine, and I guess it's like human medicine. It tastes fucking nasty. So it was like an operation. Like we had this syringe with the medicine in it, and I would have the syringe, or vice versa. Like my dad would have the syringe, and I would have to like hold his mouth open. We'd shove the syringe in his mouth, and he would just go. It must have been pretty gross. He really didn't like that.
Yeah.
We only gave it to him a couple of times because he was, he's a young boy. He's like me. I bounce back quick.
Yeah. Remember when we were playing Little Kitty, we talked about cat's pain tolerances? That was him. He said, I'm fucking chilling. Even though he's like,
yeah.
Bro's chilling. So, but I think that's our show, Chris.
That's our show. We got one more of these left already. God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and this was a good episode. I enjoyed this one.
God,
but
man, we can't just pop out a fucking banger like this and then have to record another hour.
Yeah. It almost makes me want to just keep this one going and then cut it into 2 parts.
No, we won't do that just for the sake of, like...
continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
that's our show.
I think that's our show. If you, for some reason... If you enjoyed all this,
which this is probably the one most recently you would enjoy. The last couple have been a little rough.
We're really getting weak these days.
I forgot to take the pill, but today I didn't forget.
Moving on. If you want to hear more of the show, Jordan, where can you find it?
Hang on, I gotta do a little sipping to prepare.
Oh, he's gotta get prepared. He's gotta get prepared for his read.
So as always, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Spotify Podcasts, and the RSS Feed, all linked below. There's also Spotify with YouTube and a video platform. And contact us via email, synapsemisfire@pm.me, send your comments, questions, concerns, and death threats. And most importantly, your Little Kitty, Big City demos, early access, teasers, whatever you got, send them our way. And Instagram and TikTok, which, to be honest with you, might finally be revitalized because I have some clips from here I want to put on there, and Chris's video he's uploading.
We say this every fucking episode.
No, but this time it will be because I have some clips in mind. I got some clips from this episode. I got some clips from the Little Kitty thing I want to put up. So
okay.
I actually have content to put. The problem is, Chris, we kind of fucking suck. It's hard to make highlights when nothing's very good.
When there's you can't make a highlight when there's no highs.
Yeah, maybe we should start making lowlights.
We've plateaued at the bottom for a while.
Dude, if we made lowlights, we'd have our entire episode on TikTok.
Dude, for real.
Except for this one. This one's a banger.
This is a good one.
All right, bye.
All right, see ya.